Happy Monday, everybody. It's a little soggy out here today. But let's see what's new in the garden. Looks like we've got let's see if I can get it to focus. Got a baby cucamelon here growing on our trellis. Carrots are doing good. I did have a pretty Cosmo blooming, but we had a huge storm last night, and I think it knocked the petals right off. Everything's still really soggy. Zinnia's doing good. I think our lettuce is on its last leg. Lettuce doesn't do very well in super high heat, so we're probably going to have to take it out before too much longer. New squash are doing alright. This rain, these cucumbers have jumped right on up. They're supposed to be the bush variety, which is why I put them there, so hopefully they don't need to start vining. I've had some runner beans here. Jump on up, start there running all the way up to the top of the trellis, and then they started moving down. Got a couple of little vining cucumbers doing okay here. Beets or radishes will be pulled up later. I pulled a couple up this weekend. And then the big hole this week is we pulled up all the carrots. Got quite a mess out of there. More zinnia. This thing's probably about, 4 feet tall or more. Squash has some big old pretty buds on it at the moment. Everything in the arch trellis going okay so far. Loofahs are taking over at the moment. Now the thing I'm keeping a really close eye on is this on my North Georgia candy roaster. And that right there is showing me that I've got squash vine borers in my garden, and I need to, actually I think that might be the borer right there. I need to seriously hit it hard on the pest control, and I'm researching some ways, because so far I haven't put anything super harmful in my garden. I've tried to keep it to pretty safe alternatives, but I am not afraid to pull out the big guns if it means saving my entire crop, because I worked really hard for all of this. Okay. Yep. So, let's see. I think, I've got some okra up in here that will be ready to be picked this afternoon. And because right on the other side of this, I've got squash vine borers. Yep. I'm seeing evidence of it on this one too. So it poured down rain yesterday, and I didn't get out here then. So I'm going to have to really spend some time out here this evening and see what I can do. Got the shorter of my sunflowers. They're not looking so good. But we really started getting a good harvest on tomatoes, especially the cherry tomatoes. I've been eating fresh squash and zucchini out of the garden almost every day. We've got loads of these peppers. Pretty little purple bell peppers. Yeah, the cherry tomatoes are just covered. Here's another little cucamelon. And these will be about 1.5 inch, 2-inch big when they're full grown, so they don't get really huge. A whole lot of the tomatoes are blushing up, and they'll be ready in the next couple of days. Peppers everywhere. My lime basil bush, I'm calling it a bush now because it's about waist high on me. And that's just one plant. And it flavors beautifully. I've got corn that's about done tasseling up. I'm excited to see how this turns out. This is a glass gem corn. The individual kernels on it will be multicolored, not just within the different cobs, but the actual kernels within one cob will all be a different color. Got our scarlet runner beans, have put on some beautiful blooms. Bell pepper. Everything's just kind of waiting. It rained so much yesterday. I could not get out here. It rained so much it knocked my marigold into the middle of the aisle. Oh, see? I like to see that. Mr. B grabbing his pollen this morning. That's one reason why I try to be really careful with what and how I spray and treat for bugs in the garden, but I don't know. I don't want to lose everything I've worked for either to bugs. Let's see how. Another big one. Looks like something's been eating on my sunflower. And then I noticed it's got a little baby offshoot down at the bottom. So. And then my sunflower of many blooms. And it's probably about 6 feet tall now because it's over my head. And then this one right beside it. Oh, we've had a bloom come out just since yesterday. And it is over 11 feet tall now. Probably closing in on 12. And it looks like we finally got a bloom up at the very top. It hasn't opened yet, but it's bloomed. The stalk of that thing is just massive. All right, guys. I hope y'all have a fabulous Monday. And keep gardening on. I'll see y'all next week. Bye now.